Hey friends of the internet, it is Thursday the 4th of August 2024. My name is Madeline and welcome to my Finish It August vlog. I don't usually do random vlogs like this, but I am on an effort to finish off some works in progress this month. I'm home from school, from work sick. I had a migraine come on this morning and I'm feeling better this afternoon. So I drove 30 minutes to school to then 10 minutes away, feel really unwell, and then got to school and then they could get a relief teacher in. So I ended up taking a sick day and had to drive home. But anyway, I've been asleep like on and off for 4 hours. I managed to keep some lunch down, which is good. And I'm watching YouTube. I'm watching Pia and Anna from Lavender Cottage, Australian makers, and I am actually knitting on my second blueberry waffle sock. So this is the first one I almost finished in I almost finished in the Maldives. I just didn't have any little needles to Kitchener, so we just need a Kitchener on that one. But essentially my plan for this project is between my phone and my new vlogging camera, I'm going to vlog not every day, but I'm going to vlog my progress for the week. And basically I really want to get some stuff finished. So my plan is to see if I can finish the sock. I would like to finish my Louie and Lola Advent hexies. So I think I probably have 8 more of those to go. And I also need to start and finish a hat for a friend of mine who has recently been diagnosed with cancer. And he lives interstate, and there's not really a whole lot I can do to help him and his wife in this difficult time, but I can make something to keep his head warm. So I listened to, thank you Kat from Elephant Cat for recommending to me the episode of Hard Rock Crochet, which is Tegan and oh my gosh, blanking names. Anyway, Tegan has cancer and has been going through chemo, so they talk about great selection of wool, which is good. I actually had something in stash. I am stealing from a whip that is getting pulled out. And yeah, anyway, this is such a long intro for a vlog that may not end up happening. Now that I said it, it will happen. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna try and do a heel flap while watching this podcast, and then I'll switch back to the Olympics and then probably go to bed because I'd really love to go to work tomorrow. I've already I've got a fun day with some of my kids, so see you. Good morning. It is the 2nd of August and I am back away from school again today. Woke up with a splitting headache, which has mostly gone now, but my problem yesterday was I was super nauseous driving to work, and I had the headache all day. So I checked my sick leave balance last night and I actually have more days than I thought. So I just went, you know what, let's be safe. And then I had a bit of a tickly throat, so let's hope that that's just nothing. So yeah, I wrote my cover notes. I haven't started crafting yet. It is 10 o'clock, 10:30. And I'm going to do some knitting. I've been watching some Olympics. I've done a little bit of schoolwork that I can do from bed without feeling too unwell, and then I'll probably have a nap in a little bit. So anyway, I'm going to be knitting some more of my sock. I did the heel flap and the heel turn, and I'm just starting the gusset. So my goal for today for finishing this sock is if I can do all of the gusset decreases and then start on the foot, and then hopefully it'll be finished this weekend so I can start my friend's chemo beanie. I'll check in later in the day. Let's see how this August vlog goes. It is Saturday the 3rd of the light is so funny here. Saturday the 3rd of August. We're talking about my whip down, and I have finished something. So I was off for school yesterday and I really just made a conscious effort to get these socks done. So I Kitchenered the toe on the first pair, and then so Friday I knit the heel flap and the heel turn and started the gusset decreases, and then basically yesterday I knit for like 6 hours on and off probably, and I did the gusset and the foot and the toe. So super stoked that these are now finished. These are the blueberry waffle sock, which is a pattern that will be linked below, I assume. And I'll talk about them more in my next podcast episode. The yarn was a homespun house gifted to me in a fibre share swap back in 2018, I want to say. I'm pretty sure it came from Ricky. So homespun house, this ones were dyed in Berlin in Germany, and the colorway was Weasley is our king from a Harry Potter club. The homespun house, Molly and her husband, can't remember his name right now. They do a lot. So anyway, very productive day 2. This is day 3, I'm telling you, because it was too late by the time I cast off last night. Done. So I'll leave the stitch markers until after I've recorded the podcast, and I'll give them a wash, take the markers out and have them ready to go. These ones are for me. They're just supposed to be around the house socks and can wear in bed, but we're now in spring. So anyway, that is my knitting for the second. Let's see what we can do today. Hey folks, it is the 4th of August, 2024. I have done no knitting today, but I have been crafting. I have sorted out my Ravelry de-stash. So one of these boxes is now half empty of things to move on. And I have a box of stuff packed ready to go for people who have purchased some of my things already. So no knitting today, which is a bummer because I really did want to cast on my project for Ben, which I still haven't done. But I've also started editing the first video for this. I recorded a full podcast yesterday and I'm doing a little bit of that editing too. So we've not been knitting, but I've been craft adjacent. So I think there's still kind of ticks for doing something crafty every day in August. See you tomorrow. Hello friends, this is Accountability August and I'm failing so badly. It is the 9th of August. It is the evening, it's 10 p.m. I really need to go to bed. I'm watching Ali from Flabberbound and I have, honestly, for the last 3 nights, no, not last night, I've been working on my casting on my basic beanie by Tincanknits. And this, I'm doing a particular type of cast on, like a 2x2 rib friendly cast on. You basically, I'm casting on a 1x1 and then now I'm rearranging the stitches on the needles. I started on my 9-inch my hat size. Oh, I'm so sorry. My hat size circular, and then tonight I just kept dropping stitches and the yarn is so dark, so I've got my little light on. And yeah, so I really haven't knit a whole lot this week. I cast on and then I started and then I've pulled it out probably 4 times now. So we're just at the moment like doing my best. I'm fudging this, but I really want to get these stitches cast on, and then I want to put this together in the round and then start my knitting my 2x2 ribbing, because it's going to take a lot. But I know ribbing can be stretchy, but I cast on the right amount of stitches for the largest size hat, but to me it looks like it could be a bit big maybe. But yeah, anyway, this is just to say I'm failing on the accountability. I do give myself an excuse yesterday. I have taught like all day with no planning periods for all of Wednesday, all of Thursday. And then I had parent-teacher conferences from 2:50 p.m. till 8 p.m. last night, and I live like 35 minutes away from work. So exhausted. And then we did have a student-free planning day today, and I think I cast on about 8 stitches during my lunch break, which is the most knitting I've done this term at school. So that was good. I keep looking in the wrong spot. So anyway, tomorrow's goal in the morning is to finish writing the rest of these and to join in the round. So hopefully by the time we check in, I'll have done a little bit of knitting, but I do have a wedding to go to tomorrow. So my knitting time in the evening will not be optimal, but maybe Sunday we can get some done. Anyway, good night. It is 11th of August, 2024. This is for my accountability August. I've been really bad. I have not really knit for a lot of days. it took me 4 days to cast on this beanie for my friend Beanie. And yeah, it's been a pain in the butt. I usually just do a cable cast on, but I read that you can do like a twisted 2x2, not twisted, like a I don't remember, but I'll link the tutorial that I used below. But because I'm using that holding that yarn double, I split it. I got it wrong. Basically, you cast on in a way that gives you a 1x1 rib, and then you like you swap the stitches, so you end up with 2x2, which is what I decided to knit my basic beanie in. But I finished the cast on today, and I've knit probably in the last hour or so this inch. So I'm going to keep knitting on that, and then let's see by the end of this week where we go. Haven't knit any hexies either, but I did do that yarn destash. So my accountability August is going pretty poorly so far, but I'm going to give myself this next week and hopefully we can get some stuff done. Yay! Good morning. It is Monday the 12th of August, and I just want to show you the progress I made yesterday. So I think it's just over 2 inches of ribbing. I probably won't get any time to do any at school today, but I'm bringing it every day in case I do get like 5 minutes in a lunch break. But I'm gonna pop a stitch marker on so we can measure progress every day. All right, we are Wednesday the 14th of August. My accountability August is going pretty poorly, but I just had a knitting Zoom with some of my friends, and this is where we're at. So bottom to the orange marker is Sunday. That is Monday. I haven't knit until today, so I've done about 1.5 inches maybe on Wednesday, and I'm going to pull out my tape measure and see how far we've got to go, but I'm cracking on my project. Yay! Okay, hello. What are we calling this? Accountability August vlog update. Today's the 16th, so we're halfway through the month. It's going slow. I have knit, you can barely see probably because of this light, but the only project that I've worked on in the last 10 days or so since I started that is this beanie. And so on Wednesday night, tonight's Friday, I've just come home from going out for dinner. I've knit this much. So from here to here, which I actually think when I measured was about 2.5 inches. No, goodness, I'm out of breath from walking up my stairs. It is 2 inches. So it is 8:45 p.m. now. I'm going to have a shower and then hopefully knit for an hour, and maybe I can get another inch done. And total progress so far, we are at 5 inches. I need to knit 9.5 before my extra folded rib. So I'm halfway before the decreases. All right, that's my update for tonight. Hopefully I can get some real knitting done this weekend. See you tomorrow. Hello friends, it is the evening of the next day. Whatever we had, I don't know what the date is, and I don't have a watch. Anyway, today I got to play Passenger Princess with my cousin, and we went out for breakfast and I knit a little bit. So I've knit about another inch, and I'm about to sit down to watch a 2-hour film. So hopefully I will have another inch done, and we'll be well and truly on our way to almost reaching the decreases. I would say that I'm probably about 6 inches now, so I have about 3.5 to go. Hopefully. I haven't measured. Anyway, I'll check in tomorrow with hopefully some more. Bye. Okay, it is evening of 18th of August, and oh my god, look at the progress I made today. So this weekend alone, I have knit this much. And so today is like 2.5 inches of knitting. I am ready for the decreases, so I'm super excited on this beanie. It is lovely. This yarn is beautiful. It has a really nice stretch to it. I don't want to like take it, like get it off the needles or anything, but yeah, I've made it big enough where it'll have the rolled brim, 2x2 ribbing, And then, yeah, so we're ready for the crown decreases. So I'm pretty happy in how I've gone. I think I was reading that there's like 26 or so rounds for this size of decreases. So I reckon I can probably have it done by Tuesday. Obviously, like, I knit a lot. I knit that yesterday, you heard about it. And then today I sat with Mel from 3 Cats Yarn, probably for like 3 and a bit hours. And we just knit, had lunch, like talked, caught up. It was so nice to see her in person. So I got lots of knitting done. And then tonight I just knit for about an hour and a half. Well, I watched a movie that was just over an hour and a half. But I obviously I didn't knit the whole time through. So I reckon I can have this done by the 20th, which means hopefully I will have some time to get some hexies done before the end of the month. I was really lamenting how poorly this Accountability August was going, but I'm really stoked about this. I just have to kind of sort out where I joined my yarn. I don't like having to, when you join in ribbing, it can be a little bit tricky in terms of sewing in ends, but that's okay. That's a future me problem. So yeah, I'm aiming to have this done in the next 2 nights. I have an after school duty tomorrow, but I have a meeting in my first break, and then second break is history club. So I can take this to and knit with me at history club. And then I have a after school duty and then a Zoom appointment in the afternoon. So all right, we've blooded it all up for the 18th. But anyway, stoked. Hopefully I will get some more hexies done this month, and then I can, ow, my hip, move on to something new. All right, good night. Hey folks, it is like 5:15 on the 22nd of August. I was so close last night to finishing the beanie. And then I realized somewhere along the way I had decreased at the wrong rate, and I had like 8 stitches on one side and 11 in another quarter. And so I spent the last 15 minutes, no, half an hour of my knitting time unpicking. So I'm still unpicking. I am in the decreases. I really wanted to have it done last night, but that didn't happen. So it is, excuse me, like 5:20 in the morning, and I'm gonna knit for about 40 minutes hopefully before I need to get ready to go to work. So fingers crossed I can figure out where I've decreased early somewhere, get to the same amount of stitches, and then we're gonna start to keep decreasing, and hopefully on the 22nd of August we will finish this beanie, because I've got 9 days left in August and I'd like to do 3 hexies. Got to do 2 other new but sort of finishing off things, and finish this. So anyway, that's my morning. Wish me luck. I'm driving, but this beanie, man. Last night I sat down to finish it. That was the plan at about 7. I turned on Miss Americana. No, I finished an episode of something else that I needed to finish on Netflix, and then I watched Miss Americana. Comfort knitting, didn't need to pay a lot of attention because I've watched it. I love Taylor Swift. I've watched that documentary several times. And I still managed to screw up so badly that I was so close to the end. I took myself to bed because I felt I was getting tired, and then I knit some more decreases, and I think I thought I was calculating that I had about 4 rounds to go. And then I really just recounted, and on one side I had an odd number, but I think I had 3 more stitches than the other. So I was just like, all right, I'll spend a bit of time unpicking. And I think I unpicked about 10 rounds. No, it can't have been that many actually. It just feels that much because it's magic loop. Because I only have to decrease for a total of like, anyway, whatever, it's a painful pattern. So yeah, this morning I got up at my usual time, but instead of exercising, I sat in bed and I did some more unknitting, and I've tinked back. I think I probably could have gone further, but I have figured out a place where I could kind of work some magic to get the right amount of stitches, and now my decreasing is not like on the front side, like my beginning of round is actually on the back when you look magic loop. Anyway, I don't know. Oh, I've chosen the wrong lane, dang it. yeah, I really don't know what I did. I guess the moral of this story is when you're in a hurry for something, it is not wise to be knitting late at night. And also I get a bit cocky and I forget that it would be a good idea to probably like count my stitches every so often. And I just wasn't doing that last night because I reckon if I had have done it, well, I know if I had have done it earlier, I would have saved myself that problem. So anyway, that's my cautionary tale. It is now the 22nd of August. I will have this beanie done tonight because I really want to do the 3 hexies. I need to crank out a pair of socks for my dad and then knit the toe and the heel. I'm not great with my machine at doing those properly, so I might have a little practice on some waste yarn, and then if I can do it, it'd probably be a good idea if I do the toe, and so I'll do a hung hem if I could crank the toe. Toes really don't take that long, do they? No, look, let's just crank a hung hem, crank the sock, and then I'll knit in the heels and the toes. And I need to give them to him for Father's Day because I haven't made him a pair of socks in about 5 years, and his socks are holy and not great. So anyway, that's the plan for the rest of August. I guess you'll wait another 10 minutes or so and see if we achieved it. Oh dear. Alright, I'm 10 minutes away from school. I'm going to sign off. This has been very blathery, and I will talk to you soon. Good morning. It is the 23rd of August, and I've finished Beanie. I have finished a beanie. Yay. This is for my friend Ben. Hopefully the top... Oh, my tension was very different. Oh, it looks like it's gonna have a very pointy top. But anyway, it's the basic beanie. Oh, this is terrible. What if this... There we go. Filter the light a little bit. No, maybe. Anyway, pointy top. It's got a rolled brim. Yeah, that'll be right when it's in a noggin. On a noggin. Yes, so... It's finished. So I have 7 days left to finish a whole bunch of other stuff this month, but this was like the main priority. It's taken me nearly a month to get to it, so yeah, I need to just weave in the ends. I've had lots of issues with it that you will find out about, or you'll already know. Excuse me. So yeah, this one is going to get a little I'm going to sew the ends in. It's going to get a little wash and a block over the weekend, and then I'll pop it in the post for Benny next week. Oh, I've just found a mistake. Way down here, there's a purl in a rib. I'm talking like the cast on. Yeah, that's not being fixed. All right, that's my Amish error. So yeah, I think it took me probably 2 weeks to actually knit, but I have done, since last weekend, this. So I think that's pretty good. That was Saturday, and then, or... Actually, we have to go back. I think that was Saturday, Sunday, and then that's since Monday. So yeah, I did also have to rip back the decreases almost to the beginning again because I made mistakes. So thank you for following along with me for this hat. I will show you, I'll weave in the ends tonight when I get home from work. Hello, Finnegan and Isabeau. And then we will work on some hexies, I reckon, tonight, possibly, probably. And so yeah, that was two balls and this much, which I will weigh and give you final stats later. All right, off to work. It's book week. I'm going as Sophie from the BFG. I don't think that the pigtails are like online the book, but she wears a pink nightgown, and I have worn this dress to school before, so I thought if I put the pigtails in, they'll know I'm a character. Anyway, have a great one. Bye. Good morning. It is Sunday the 25th of August. I don't think I recorded, oh, I did record yesterday me knitting outside. It's quite warm this morning, so I sat outside for a little bit and then now I've decided to move back inside. I'm sitting in bed. I'm watching Cara and Nate on YouTube. I have finished one sock. So this is like a weekend project. I didn't do much knitting yesterday actually at all. That's a lie. I finished one toe. But I cut in for, sorry, I finished a heel. I cut in for the toe on this sock and I'm just about probably halfway through the toe on this other one here. It takes me, I've timed myself now for 2 of these, about an hour to do the decreases and stuff. I don't know how well these are going to fit for my dad, but I'm going to, hopefully before the month is out, crank another tube. Oh, that heel looks a bit dodgy. I don't love an afterthought heel personally, but I hand knit my own socks, I guess. I'm just really struggling to figure out how not to get those like very pointy ears. Like I did, actually this one wasn't particularly a rounded heel, but I did make a change. It's really hard to see, but I knit my SSK through the back loop and that was helpful, but when I cut into my sock tube, I put my needles in the wrong way, and so it's been a whole deal. But anyway, accountability August. Obviously these were not a project I planned on making, but I now will have a Father's Day gift for my dad next weekend. So the rest of today I've got some errands to do. I did a lot of chores yesterday. My uncle came and helped me fix a dripping tap, and that involved buying new taps and stuff, but that was great. So we got no crafting done, not a lot of crafting done, but hopefully I can get a little bit done today. I do have some schoolwork to do and some uni stuff as well, so we'll see. But yeah, we're on track. I finished a beanie. This will be my second pair of socks that I finished this month. I haven't done any extra hexies, but we're gonna have a blocking party probably this afternoon as well, just for these socks and my beanie and maybe some of the hexagons. And then yeah, we've got 6 days left of the month for my accountability August, but I've been crafting a lot, so it's good. All right, bye. This is the fun part of accountability August, where you finish 2 projects and you get to block them. So things that I'll be using: Euclid, my salad spinner, and I need a bowl. Usually I'd use a round bowl, but I think this time we're gonna just go with a tub. Alright, so we've got some soapy water, 2 socks. I've woven in all of the ends. Oh, these are so pretty. The colour is so nice. Alright, and then we just submerge. Now, this sock yarn's been in my stash for a long while. And I have woven in the ends, some of the ends here, but I haven't cut them off on the beanie for Ben. So, and it still has some stitch markers attached, actually, but we're just going to chuck it in as it is. I'm going to leave them soak for about 15 minutes and then I will come back with the salad spinner. And I'm just going to put it's clean, this mug, on top to keep them inside the water. Just soak it up. I'll do a little bit of agitation. The Euclid is no wash, so I don't have to rinse it too much. All right, be back soon. All right, part 2 is on my phone, not my camera. All right, so it's been about 15 minutes. I'm going to get my pieces out, and then I like to just squeeze, not wring, as much water out as I can, and then I transfer to my salad spinner, which I think has spun salad perhaps once. Oops. should be a... Uh-oh, did I break it? I'm going to do each item or do the pair of socks together. All right, so we should be able to lock this in. I don't know what I did. Oh, maybe it lost the lid. Okay, so, and then I'm going to put it on a flat surface and give it a go. Now, honestly, usually I have better luck. That hasn't, I still feel it's I recommend doing this outside or over a sink like I am. All right. Did we collect? We didn't really collect any water. I don't know if it's because the piece is really waterlogged or what, but let's give it another go. All right, that might just be it. It is a really heavy piece. Next, let's do the socks. It's the same thing again, pull them out like a preliminary ring, pop them in the spinner. And I'll move you over here. My chopping board over. Alrighty. Alright, I still feel wet, but we have got some water pooling. Pop him in the sink. I do find this more effective for really big pieces like a shawl or I think that's really the biggest thing I've done in here. Fun fact, my mum tried to trade me salad spinners because hers is much smaller and I said, Mum, I don't use it for salad, you can't have my big one. All right, that is good. I think what I'm going to do now, they're washed, is I might put these ones on sock blockers and hang them outside to dry in the sun. I'm not going to hang the beanie outside. I will put it on tiled floor. The other thing I like to do is roll them up in a towel and then squeeze out the extra. So I'll do that, but I won't show you. But yeah, anyway, we're on track. We've got 6 days left. I finished a couple projects. We're doing well. All right, bye. Hello. It is Saturday, the 31st of August, and I thought I'd finish off my accountability August vlog. Thank you for joining me or watching me as I finish off the month and what I've tried or managed to make. It has been an interesting month. I got kind of more and less done than I thought that I would, so that's been a good thing. So at the beginning of the month I planned to finish my 2 pairs of socks. Finish my pair of socks, which I did. And I'll show you those straight away. So these were the blueberry waffle socks. If you've watched my last month's podcast, I already talked about them because I forgot that it was a July finished object review, not a August finished object review. But anyway, so that's these ones here. Heel flap and gusset, DK weight yarn. Yarn is by a homespun house. Beautiful. I aimed to do a bucket load of hexies, but I actually don't think I did any this month. Or I did a few at the very beginning, but it's probably not worth talking about. I have cast on another one, but I've been really struggling to find the motivation, which waxes and wanes with this project, but I just had a big week at work and I've been really tired, so I'm still working on this green color. I think I estimated I wanted 8 of those done this month, but we've cast on one. My biggest finished object that I needed to do, and I will podcast probably tomorrow, is this beanie here, which is for my friend Ben, who's battling cancer at the moment. So it has been washed and blocked. I haven't actually tried it on because it's not for me. I just still need to weave in a couple more little ends. but I kept the stitch markers in so you could see the progress that I made. So once I actually got going, this knit up really quickly, and I did focus exclusively on that, whereas it took me about 4 days to actually manage to get the cast on because it was really tricky. But I am very happy with how that how it turned out. It is stretchy. It will be good because it's supposed to have a really big folded brim, so I think that's perfect. And that was the 2x2 rib version of the basic beanie by Tincanknits. And then finally these socks, which I finished for my dad. It's Father's Day tomorrow, so I will be wrapping these up tonight, ready for dropping them off. Well, I'm seeing him tomorrow, but ready to gift him these. I do need to make my sister a pair of socks. I'm looking because I have a tube crank somewhere, but I can't find it. So I finished one big project, two really. This was kind of, I don't think it's cheating. I cranked them on my machine, which is I cranked these on a 72 stitch cylinder on my Earl Blacker Gearhart Speedstar sock knitting machine. I did contrasting toes and heels in a West Yorkshire Spinners, just in a black yarn. And these are made for a size 9 men's foot, and I just did a pretty fairly standard cut in afterthought heel, and the main yarn is Knit Picks Felici. So I'm really happy with how these have turned out actually. So yeah, that's my lot in life really. Thank you for joining me. I hope you haven't been too bored watching me procrastinate and get frustrated and try and get some work done, but it very much was helpful to know that I had to be making on a couple of days at least so I could get my items finished. So 2 pairs of socks, a beanie, and a couple of hexies in this bag. I'm pretty happy with that for August. I hope you'll watch me on my regular month in review vlog to see what I get up to in the month of September, but that will be in a bit. Thanks for watching. As always, which I probably haven't mentioned at all yet, you can find me on the internet, obviously at Mad About You on YouTube, which you've found me here already, or I'm just watching my cat. He's asleep. It's very hot today. You can find me on Instagram as mad.about.you, EWE, and you can, if you are interested in hand knit sock tubes, you can contact me, find me on my Etsy store, which is Ewe Studio. Alrighty, thank you. See you in a bit. Bye.